Hi, and welcome to Simple Spirituality PH. So, for those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Regine. I'm an intuitive tarot reader, I'm a Reiki healer, and an overall lightworker. Now, before we dive into today's episode, which is the weekly reading for November 3 to November 9, yes, I would like to invite everyone who would like to receive notifications to please hit the subscribe button below. If you have any comments or suggestions, please write them down below in the comment section if you want to say hey. If you like this video later on, hit the thumbs up. And if you would like your very own personal tarot reading or Reiki healing session with me, please do email me here. And I have my very own Facebook page for Simple Spirituality PH. I will leave it here. Simple Spirituality PH on Facebook. Now, we are going to do this week's reading with the Zombie Tarot. I just did a video of this, and you can find it somewhere on my page, on my channel rather. And without further ado, let's get started. Let's get to the reading of November 3 to November 9, starting with the love reading. Okay, now I'm just shuffling and pick them out randomly. So I can't see them. Here we go. Love and career, money, and for family. Let's pick one out for family. There. All three. Ooh, alrighty. Let's do love first. Beautiful. It is the World. It's actually a beautiful card. It's a very hopeful card, actually. A lot of times, actually, just a backstory, a lot of times when the World comes up, the first thing that comes to my mind is usually uncertainty. But it's not the kind of uncertainty that makes you want to question or that puts you in a negative vibe. It's just that you don't know what's coming next. And the message that I'm getting here is, actually, that's certainly true, you know? I mean, now that it's in Mercury retrograde, all your gadgets seem to be, just getting messed up, and everything's going haywire. Your laptop's going haywire, your cell phone's going haywire. The universe wants us to maintain a sense of connectedness to our loved ones, whether it's your romantic partner, whether it's your family, your friends, the people whom you really, really love in your life. Could be your pet, The universe wants you to maintain that connection, basically. Don't give in to the fear of Mercury retrograde ruining your connection. Just breathe and know that whatever happens during Mercury retrograde, as long as you keep your eye on the prize, as long as you stay in that line of connection, as long as you maintain a good sense of the dogs want to get in on it. I live in a community with a lot of pets, so they love to bark, they love to play. It is what it is. So, the universe is saying that during this Mercury retrograde, even though if your lines of connection or lines of communication rather, let's say for example your phone conks out and you're finding it difficult to reach your loved one, don't let that get to your head. Don't let that get to your head. Don't let that scare you. Know and believe in your intimacy. Know and believe in your connection, and that is what the universe will follow. I mean, law of attraction in this universe, like attracts like. It doesn't follow. I mean, it doesn't care if there's absolutely no gadget for you and your partner or your loved ones to talk to. It just simply goes with what your energy is. So let's say, for example, your laptop conks out, or you find that you're having more maybe jobs to do at work and you're not having that much time to talk to each other. As long as you foster that kind of intimacy and that kind of connection and the belief that you are really connected and intimate with your loved ones, then that is what will be. There's no reason to be afraid of the unknown not just the unknown. There's no real fear to be had when you know that you're when you know that you're stable, when you know that your thoughts create, and if you're thinking good things, if you're feeling good things, and you know that this is your reality, whatever you think of is your reality, then there's no reason for you to fear. Nothing will faze you, okay? So keep that connection open, keep that communication open by the law of attraction. Feel it, think it, believe it, and it is going to be the real thing. It is going to be the reality, 100%, hands down. So that's the message for love. And this dog is kind of barking a lot, and I apologize, but it's kind of cute. It's actually one of the cuter dogs here. It's probably playing. And this is for money, okay? Money. All right, so this is actually a really nice card to receive for money. Now, what I'm getting off the bat is the universe during Mercury retrograde. Because remember, a lot of times there's a chance for us to look back during Mercury retrograde, right? And the universe is simply saying to us, remember a time when you didn't feel so stressed about money, when you didn't feel so stressed about your job. You know, if you're going to look back on during Mercury retrograde, you might as well look back on the good times, right? Make Mercury retrograde work for you, because a lot of times people just kind of fear it, you know, and that fear is really what kind of draws us in. That's where it goes down south. So, in order to make Mercury retrograde work for you in this sense, the universe wants you to go back in time to the time when you feel abundant, to the time when you didn't have a care about whether or not you were being sustained or not, because you knew that you were. You know, there was no fear in earning money. There was no fear in losing a job. You know, have that childlike nostalgia. That everything was already settled, that everything is fine, and your money was taken care of, you know, your job was taken care of. Be carefree. Remember that kind of time. Now that's the kind of look back that the universe wants you to do during Mercury retrograde, and that's how you make Mercury retrograde work for you during, for you in the context of a job and a career, you know, looking back on the good on the times that didn't make you stress, that didn't give you tension and all that stuff. Okay, so that's for jobs, money, career. And for family, 9 of Cups reversed. Okay, 9 of Cups reversed. Now, let me see. It is a beautiful card. Okay. The message that I'm getting from the universe is basically right now, again, it's also again during Mercury retrograde. Right now is a really good time for you to really individualize yourself, you know. I'm getting the message that a family is only as whole as you are whole. Again, in this universe, like attracts like. And if we in our hearts and our minds and souls don't have it together, then how could we possibly spread that kind of energy out to our families? So during this time, don't be afraid to tell your family, hey, I'm going to have some me time. Hey, I'm going to work on the things that I want to work on for myself. Now is a good time to do that. Now is a good time to really do stuff for you. And in the long run, the more you improve yourself, the better you are to other people, you know? Because then if you're fine and if you're good, if you're doing great, people won't have to worry about you in that sense, right? And you won't have to necessarily depend on other people for your wholeness. Actually, no matter if it's Mercury retrograde or not, you shouldn't make other people responsible for your own happiness. That's actually your job. That's everyone's own individual job that they have to do as a human being here on earth in their lives. Okay, so happiness is not someone else's. Your own happiness is not someone else's responsibility. It's your responsibility to do that. Other people can help, but they will only be able to help to the extent that you allow it. And the way you allow it is if you have that open mind. And how do you have that open mind? By working on yourself again. So really, everything just goes back to you, you know? The more you take care of yourself, the more you go inside in a non-offensive, remember, non-offensive, non-abrasive way, you know, the more you work on yourself in that way, the more it just radiates out of you. And the more you'll be able to incorporate yourself in your family life, the more you'll be able to stand up for your family, to be there for yourself and to be there for others when they really need you. All right? So that's the family reading for this week, for November 2 to November 9. And that's basically it. So I hope you liked today's readings. And we use the Zombie Tarot, which is, I don't use this often, actually, but I'm really glad that I was able to do this for you guys today. So if you would like your very own tarot reading or Reiki healing session with me, you know where to go. I'll leave the description here. Subscribe if you would like to receive notifications of my videos. If you have any comments, suggestions, all that stuff, write them down below. And if you like this video, hit the thumbs up. I also have a Facebook page, which is SimpleSpiritualityPH. That's SimpleSpiritualityPH, and it is written down here. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!